So students, before going to discuss the numericals, I will give you the overview of the whole chapter. In this chapter number 4, we studied like parallel forces and unlike parallel forces. We also study how to resolve a given force into its rectangular components. Rectangular mean x component and the y component, and you know that x component called fx is equal to f cos theta and fy is equal to f sin theta. And next it was to how to find the force from rectangular component and how to find its direction mean the angle was theta is equal to tan inverse fy over fx. And the next our topic in this chapter was the moment of the force, and moment of force or the torque, it is the rotational effect of the force or turning effect of the force, and it is a vector quantity, and it is equal to the product of the force and perpendicular distance of the force from the pivot. And I, as I already told, that it is a vector quantity, and it is just for your information that uh, torque which is in the anti-clockwise direction is taken as positive and clockwise taken as negative. And next topic is the stability or the condition for the balanced body. There are two conditions for a body to be a balanced body. Number one is the sum of all the forces must be equal to 0, and sum of all the torques must be equal to 0. These are the two conditions. No body can be in equilibrium without all these two conditions. For example, if a body is having sum of all forces 0 in the case of couple, even then it will be having a turning effect or torque in the, for example, the steering of your wheel. When you are applying two forces which are equal and opposite in direction, but still they both forces produce the torque in the steering. Hence second condition is necessary. And the last of this topic was the stability, how the stability of an object can be increased. The stability of an object can be increased by lowering its center of gravity and making its base area wider. For example, the best example of these stable objects is the racing cars. The racing cars are made heavier at the bottom. Their center of gravity is kept as low as possible, and you know that these cars cannot run on the common roads with speed breakers because their center of gravity is much lower near to the ground, and their base area is also wider than general saloon cars. The objectives of this chapter are of this topic are to solve the numerical problems and to apply the concepts in the practical situation, mean how to solve the problems given in practical life. The numerical number 1, and before going to discuss this numerical number 1, I will also discuss the formula of the whole chapter. First of all, the torque or the moment of the force. Torque is the turning effect of the force, and it is a vector quantity, and its formula is F into L, where F is the force and L is the moment arm of the force, mean the perpendicular distance of the force from its pivot point. And the unit of SI unit of torque is Newton meter. A torque of 1 Newton meter is caused by force of 1 Newton acting perpendicular to the moment of 1 meter long. Now we come to the numerical number 4.1. We are given the data. We are given three forces F1, F2 and F3. F1 is along x-axis, F2 is along y-axis, and F3 is along negative x-axis. And we have to find the resultant of these forces, and we can use the Pythagoras theorem and to find the angle between the angle of the resultant force with x-axis. We use the tan theta is equal to perpendicular over. Now I have given the diagram, the 10 Newton force, then the 4 Newton force along the negative axis, 6 Newton force and 6 Newton, and we have to find the force F, which is marked as a red line with a question mark. And by Pythagoras theorem, hypotenuse square is equal to perpendicular square plus base square, and we add as you can see from the diagram that perpendicular also 6 and base is also 6, hence 6 square plus 6 square, which makes 72, and if we take square root of the both sides, it will be 72 square root, which is equal to 8.5 Newton. So as force is a vector quantity, we have to give the direction of the force as well, otherwise we will get half of the marks of the solution. To direction mean the angle. To find the angle, we have to use the tan. Theta is equal to tan inverse Fy over Fx. Here Fy is equal to 6 and Fx is also 6. So 6 over 6 mean 1. So tan inverse 1, it gives the 45 degree. And this angle is with the x-axis. You can find the inverse functions from your calculator by pressing the shift and then the tan. You will see the tan inverse on your screen, and then type the value 6 over 6 and press the equal sign or answer sign. You will get the angle, it is 45 degree. The second question, 4.2. Again going to discuss 4.2. Again I will repeat the resolution of the forces. We studied that the two perpendicular components of the force, it means that y component and the x component. Again we know that x component is equal to f cos theta and y component is equal to f sin theta. And keep in mind that this theta is the angle between the forces. In this numerical number 2, we are given the data. The force is 50 Newton and the angle is 30 degree with the x-axis, and we have to find the y component and the x component. And as you can see the formula, y component is equal to f sin theta and x component is equal to f cos theta. You have to just put the values and your calculator, and I have given the solution as f is equal to 50 and sine 30 degree. You can directly press the sine button on your calculator and then type the angle as 30, then press the equal sign or answer sign. You will get sine 30, which is equal to 0.5, and when you multiply 50 with the 0.5, you will get 25 Newton answer on your calculator screen. Similarly, fx is equal to f cos theta. Again f is equal to 50 Newton, and press the cos button on your calculator and then type the 30. You will get the cos 30 as 0.866 and multiplied with the 50, you will get 43.3 Newton. It is the x component of the given force. Next, numerical number 4.3. Again, it is just like the numerical number 4.1, but I will discuss this numerical in detail, so that if there is some deficiency in numerical number 1, although I have explained in detail. The numerical number 3, find the magnitude and direction of a force if its x component is 12 Newton and the y component is 5 Newton. So keep in mind, we have to find the magnitude and direction. We have to find two things. Number 1 is the magnitude, number 2 is the direction. Direction means the angle. So first of all, to find the magnitude of the resultant force, again we will use the Pythagoras theorem, which is hypotenuse square is equal to perpendicular square plus base square. Here hypotenuse is the f and base is the fx square and perpendicular is the ffy square. And to find the direction, mean the angle, we use the formula theta is equal to tan inverse fy over fx. Now it comes the solution. Just put the values in the given formula in the previous slide, a value of the fx and fy, and then find the 12 square is equal to 144 and 5 square is 25. 144 plus 25 makes 169, and square root of 169 is equal to 13. You can press square root 169 on your calculator and you will get the answer 30 Newton. Now it comes a direction. Direction mean angle. Again this formula is coming second time in the numericals. Theta is equal to tan inverse perpendicular over base. We have the perpendicular as 5 and base is 12. So type the value shift and tan, not directly tan. For inverse you have to use the shift button and then press the tan. You will get tan inverse as written in front of you. You will see this on your calculator screen. Then type 5 over 12. Use the brackets always, otherwise you will get wrong answer, because calculator follows the Bodmer's rule. So never miss the brackets. So theta will be 22.6 degree and this angle is with x-axis. Next is 4.4. This numerical is about the torque, and I will also discuss the torque in detail as well. The torque is the turning factor of the force, and it is equal to the product of the force and perpendicular distance of the force from its pivot. In this question, we are given a force of 100 Newton which is applied perpendicularly on a spanner at a distance of 10 cm from a nut, and we have to find the torque produced by the force. The force means this 100 Newton force. So given data, it is in front of you. F is equal to 100 Newton, and moment arm which is equal to L, it's 10 centimeter. Convert these centimeters into meters by dividing it by 100. You know that 1 meter has 100 centimeter, and when we have to convert small unit into bigger unit, we have to divide by the value, that is 100. So it will be 0.1 meter, and we have to find the torque. The symbol of torque is tau, not T, it is tau, and the formula of tau is F into L, mean force into perpendicular distance of the force from the pivot. Now for the solution, put the values. Force we are given as 100, and L, the moment arm, is 0.1. Multiply these two values and you will get the torque, which is equal to 10 Newton meter. And keep in mind that torque is a vector quantity. Although it is not mentioned in the book, but it's mentioned that anti-clockwise torque is taken as positive and clockwise torque is taken as negative. The next question is 4.5. Again, it is the question about the resultant of the forces. In this question, a force is acting on a body making an angle of 30 degree with the horizontal. The horizontal component of the force is 20 Newton. Find the force. So the data we are given here is, we are given the horizontal component. You know that horizontal component is marked with X, is called as X component, and vertical component is called Y component. So I have written the Fx, mean horizontal component, which is equal to 20 Newton, and theta we are given, it is equal to 30 degree. And what we have to find, it is the force. Again, we know that the formula for the horizontal component and vertical component, the horizontal component is equal to Fx is equal to F cos theta, and vertical component is Fy is equal to F sin theta. But here we have to use just horizontal component. The formula Fx is equal to F cos theta, I have changed the formula into, where it is, I have changed the make the F the subject of the formula, which is Fx divided by cos theta. Now just put the values here. F is equal to Fx is equal to 20 Newton, and theta 30 degree, 20 over cos 30, which is equal to 23.1 Newton. So students, you know that the whole chapter, it consists of only 4 formulas. The number 1, the formula of the resolution of the forces, X component and the Y component, and then the formula for the theta is equal to tan inverse Fy over Fx. Then it is the formula for the torque or moment of force, which is equal to F into L. And keep in mind that formula for the torque of the couple, which is equal to F into D. Here D is the diameter. Diameter means the distance between the two forces, not the distance between the force and the pivot. In the case of couple, we have to take the distance of the two forces, which is called D, or diameter. It is called the moment of a couple. Next, we know that condition for equilibrium. For equilibrium, sum of all the forces should be 0. Means summation F is equal to 0, or summation Fx is 0, or summation Fy is equal to 0. And second condition is the sum of all the torque 0, matlab summation T is equal to 0, mean clockwise torque must be equal to anti-clockwise torque if body is said to be in equilibrium. So these are the total formula of this chapter. You have not to bother about, these are just 4 formula. Rest is the theory, which has already been discussed. And I have given the assignment. In assignment, I have given the next 5 numericals, and I have also given the solution of these next 5 numericals in the key. You can see that I have also given the diagrams in the solution. Hopefully you will be able to solve all the questions. Thank you very much. Best of luck. Allah Hafiz. At the end, the recap of the whole chapter topic wise is the like and unlike parallel forces. The like parallel forces are the forces that are parallel to each other and have the same direction, while unlike parallel forces are the forces that are parallel but have direction opposite to each other. And the next topic, addition of the forces. A resultant force is a single force that has the same effect as the combined effect of all the forces to be added. And next was the resolution of the forces. Splitting up a force into two mutually perpendicular components is called the resolution of the forces. And the x component was fx is equal to f cos theta, fy is equal to f sin theta, whereas to find the angle theta is equal to tan inverse fy over fx. Next was the torque. Torque, the turning effect of the force, is called the torque or the moment of the force. And moment arm, the perpendicular distance of the force from the pivot, is called the moment arm. And principle of moments, this states that the body is balanced if the sum of the clockwise moments acting on the body is equal to the sum of anti-clockwise moments acting on it. Next was the center of the mass. A center of mass of the system is such a point where an applied force causes the system to move without rotation. And the next topic was center of gravity, a point where the whole weight of the body appears to act vertically downward is called center of gravity of a body. And next was the couple. A couple is formed by two unlike parallel forces of the same magnitude but acting along the not acting along the same line. And equilibrium, the conditions for equilibrium are the two conditions. Number one condition is sum of all the forces is 0, and number two condition is sum of all the torques is equal to 0. And next the topic is states are types of equilibrium. Number one is stable equilibrium. Body is said to be in stable equilibrium if after a slight tilt it returns to the previous position, and center of gravity in stable equilibrium becomes higher after a slight tilt. And the next is the unstable equilibrium. If a body does not return to its previous position when sets free after a slight tilt, it is said to be the unstable equilibrium. And the next is neutral equilibrium. If a body remains in the same in the new position when disturbed from its previous position, it is said to be in a state of neutral equilibrium. The last topic of this chapter is the stability and position of center of mass. The stability increases when we lower the center of mass or when we increase the base area of the object. The object becomes more stable. The example are the height of the racing car is kept as low as possible to make it more stable, and its surface is base area is also greater than the normal saloon cars.